Hey, Julie, and what's on the agenda today?
Korean TV dramas have been riding the Korean wave overseas in their original forms, and now they're getting more audiences in a slightly different forms, which is the remakes. Last year, Korean TV drama Good Doctor was remade in the US, and now they have confirmed that they're continuing with season 2. So today, we're going to be looking at Korean TV dramas that have or will be remade overseas.
Sounds fun and timely. Very appropriate if you ask me. I rhymed today. Did you hear that? Okay, so there are always slight adjustments that are made when these TV dramas are remade overseas, whether it be China or in Hollywood. But I think most of the original plot point stays very much intact, and it translates to overseas fans, which is a great news. Now, our neighboring country, China, is no stranger to adapting Korean TV dramas. From what I understand, they've aired over 19 TV drama remakes that were originally Korean.
Wow, this is going to be an interesting topic. All right, so let's talk about Korean TV drama remakes on today's Celebrity Talk.
The first Korean TV drama that we are going to be talking about today is You Are Beautiful, which was a big hit in Korea and a must-see TV dramas for Hallyu fans.
Well, just in case you missed it, because it's been quite some time, I do have the storyline right here with me. It's about a twin brother and sister who both have beautiful voices. The brother is named Minam. The sister is Minyo. Get it? The twin brother dreams of becoming a pop sensation here in Korea, except he faces a medical accident, to which his trusty twin sister must step in. And the twist is this. The twin sister was in the makings of becoming a nun. She was a novice nun, but she has to step in for her brother who had an accident, and she has to try to become a member of a pop group here in Korea named ARIRANG.
Wow, good storytelling, Luna.
Thank you.
In a nutshell. All right, so it is as fun as she made it sound. And You Are Beautiful was aired in Japan and as a remake, of course, and it had very popular Japanese actors as a cast.
Yeah, and also in episode 8, they had a special cameo appearance by Jang Keun-seok, who played male lead Taekyung in the Korean original.
The thing is, he is dubbed the Prince of Asia, so of course he has to make an appearance in the Japanese adaptation. Now, from what I understand, Jang Keun-seok did this out of the goodness of his heart. He got absolutely no pay for the cameo.
Oh.
It was a sort of a fan service. So everybody together say "aw."
Aww.
Where's my
I
aw?
did. I did. Now, the next TV drama we want to talk about is the one that turned the singer Im Si-won into the actor Im Si-won that's in everyone's mind. We're talking about 미생, Incomplete Life.
Yeah, the webtoon original, the TV drama adaptation, they are written and script with such finesse and skill. And in the TV drama, the production, acting, everything just fell into one place, and this phenomenon happened.
It was a truly cultural phenomenon because it didn't have like the regular Korean drama must-have elements, if you will. It didn't have too much drama. It was actually much like the real life as office workers here in Korea. Now, since I've become the unofficial recapper for today's segment, here's the general rundown of 미생, just in case you missed it. Basically, it's about a group of co-workers who are working at a big multinational company, their everyday lives, the mundane and the scary, and their lives at the office. The protagonist is, of course, Jang Keun-seok, depicted by Im Si-won. He dreams of becoming a professional padagor Go player, and it's dash. So he ends up at this multinational company working as a regular office worker. Of course, he's miserable.
Yes, and even without all that drama she said about, Korean little elements that all the Korean dramas have, even without all that drama, 미생 did so well. So it was really interesting look into corporate culture and all those people who are getting ready to get employment, or people who retired, or people who are working today. They all felt something really deep inside of the mind.
Yeah, I think so.
And also, 미생 was turned into a Japanese remake, and the title was something like Hope New Employee with Zero Expectations. The Japanese remake was almost identical to the Korean original, even the looks of characters too.
They were pretty similar, including the casting, like you said, and I think it's really cool that they were able to keep true to the original, the webtoon, and the Korean TV adaptation.
That's right. But one of the biggest differences between Korean 미생 and Japanese 미생 is that Japanese remake cut down 20 episodes to 9 episodes, even though most of it was kept the same, but there were concessions made according to what Japanese sentiments can relate to.
Yeah, and also the ending is a bit different. But overall, they received a great response from Japanese public. They got 4 out of 5 in a viewer satisfaction survey, which still put them in the first place for its time slot.
Missing Incomplete Life got glowing reviews in Korea, and I'm glad that it got similar reviews in Japan as well. Now, of course, a good story, if you ask me, is a good story, no matter where it's at.
Now, this Korean TV drama is the first to be remade into an American series. It's God's Gift, 14 Days.
Now, for those of you guys who missed it, I'm here to recap you and update you on the plot points. God's Gift 14 Days is a thriller with a time travel component. It's about a mother who goes back in time to save the life of her murdered daughter. So she wants to reverse that and perhaps prevent it from happening. The U.S. remake of God's Gift was renamed Somewhere Between, and it aired in the summer of 2017.
The story is quite suspenseful and very fast-paced, and when I heard this news that this God's Gift is getting a remake, I was really excited.
Yeah, it was, and the executives who bought the rights for the remake just believed in this drama. They ordered it straight to series for 10-episode run, and usually they have a pilot beforehand, but this didn't have one.
They skipped the pilot? That's like virtually unheard of in Hollywood is what I understand. The biggest difference between apparently the Korean original and the American remake is the fact that God's Gift 14 Days, the mother goes back in the time frame exactly 14 days. Well, to prevent the abduction of her child, in the Hollywood adaptation, the mother only gets 8 days.
That's right. Somewhere Between took the liberty of tightening the schedule, well, days to 8 days. Because they had less episodes than the Korean originals. However, the basic premise and most of the storyline remained the same.
So God's Gift is the first Korean drama to get an American series, but Good Doctor is the first Korean TV drama to get a green light for season 2 of its American series.
Both accomplishments that we applaud. Now, The Good Doctor, of course, the American adaptation, aired its first season last fall, and this year was greenlit for the second, like you mentioned. I think the American public really took the message of tolerance and acceptance, and I think those are universal elements that could translate to different countries around the world.
That's right. It's quite an amazing feat because there are a lot more medical shows on TV in the United States, and many shows don't do well. But this, our Good Doctor, The Good Doctor, not only got a season 2, but also they ranked second place out of all the TV shows that was aired on the same channel, ABC.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
really amazing.
And they do have a fantastic team working on the show. The Good Doctor is developed by David Shore, and I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of him from the TV series House. Plus, The Good Doctor has some hard hitters producing and distributing the show.
The TV drama centers around a protagonist that was depicted by actor Chuan here in Korea. It's a very intelligent surgeon, to say the least, who suffers from autism and savant syndrome. In the original, of course, Chuan depicted this role, but in the American remake, the character Sean Murphy is depicted by actor Freddie Highmore.
Yes, so Freddie Highmore has been getting a lot of attention, and he played his character, a brilliant portrayal of character who's on the autistic spectrum, and they're getting second season now, so he's getting more attention now.
Yeah, and I also think that he is so genuine and sincere in his performance. Freddie Highmore actually started acting when he was young, and many people remember him from his role as Charlie in 2005 movie version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
He always had this kind of a good boy image, I think, which he was able to kind of steer clear of in the movie August Rush. And now Freddie Highmore returns as the intelligent autistic surgeon in the second season of Good Doctor.
All right, we're running short on time, so let's just get through one more, okay? TV drama that was remade in a couple of countries, China and Turkey. We're talking about She Was Pretty, had endearing story and best casting ever.
Yeah, the Chinese remake was titled, I'll just give you guys the English translation, Pretty Leafy Jen. It was the #1 TV show in the time slot, and I heard that it was pretty popular.
You know, what's even amazing is that the Chinese remake team actually had the privilege of working with the original teleplay writer for the Korean original She Was Pretty. We're talking about teleplay writer Cho Sung-hee. Of course, Cho Sung-hee being on board meant that the script for the Chinese remake was quite similar to the original Korean TV drama.
That's right. And She Was Pretty was very popular in China even when it was airing, the original was airing in Korea. And of course, the casting was on point, like Lena said. Hwang Jung-eun, Park Seo-joon did amazing job playing their roles, and their social media, number of social media followers exploded.
Yeah, and also the Turkish remake of She Was Pretty won the Asia Pacific Special Award at the 2016 APIN Star Awards.
That's pretty amazing. Now, I read that many networks are turning to K-dramas these days for inspiration. From what I understand, they've run out of ideas. Even Hollywood, they're tapping into the older archives. And I think the biggest advantage of taking a Korean original is the fact that a lot of them revolve around stories about family, which means, yes, it's heartwarming, but also they can save money because big budget Hollywood films and TV series are much more costly, right?
That's true, actually. That makes sense. Stories about families, that's what happens here in Korean drama scene, and that's a compliment, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, it really is, and I feel like we have so many great talented writers in Korea.
I've got to agree with you, Julie. I've got to say I felt really good talking about Korean dramas being sold overseas for remake inspirations.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of any of the dramas that we have mentioned today, I think it is a good time to check out the remakes too.
All right, thanks, Julie, and we'll see you next time.
All right, thank you. Bye.